Blessings. I'm Brandis, and welcome back to day 2 of this How to Not Give a Fuck challenge. Today, we discuss conflict. Strap in. I love talking about this shit. Here's the truth I stand on. Conflict is not the problem. Conflict is a natural consequence of our free will and desires. Conflict also doesn't mean something is wrong. It simply means your will has met and bumped up against someone else's will. Boom. Conflict. Now, what to do about it? Most of us aren't actually afraid of the conflict. We're afraid of what we imagine the conflict will cost us. And admittedly, those fears are big and scary. Even small, tiny conflicts may have super huge fears attached to them. Some of the fears, or the costs, if you will, that we're afraid of are, they won't love me anymore. They'll ostracize my friends and my loved ones from me. I'll be all alone forever. No reprieve, no repair, just turmoil. In our hearts and minds, conflict risks our love, our belonging, our safety, especially in our most intimate relationships. But here's the reframe and the practice for today. Conflict is neutral information. Conflict is natural and happens everywhere, all the time, because everyone and everything has their own unique will. And everybody wants what they want. Don't you want what you want? So why would they not want what they want too? It's natural. That is why I believe we're here on this earth, to exercise our will. And what do we do with that? Since we now know conflict is going to be present at some point, let me tell you the 5 ways we can choose to deal with it. You can choose the best approach depending on the situation's importance to you and the relationship dynamics present. Because everything in my life is about me, I'll start with my favorite, the win-win. Collaborating. I embody this all over my life in one of the raw-isms. My second favorite one, everybody wins. That looks like problem solving to find a solution that satisfies the wills of everybody involved. Now, it can be the most labor intensive and the most frustrating, if I could be completely honest. But it's also the most sustainable way to deal with conflict. Because once you find the answer, everybody has incentive to keep the solution going because everybody is winning. We can also think about compromise, the second way to deal, as kind of a win-win. I say kind of because somebody or everybody didn't really win to their definition of winning. So you're probably at some point going to have to revisit and adjust. But that's better than the rest of them, child. Next, we've got competing, which is win-lose. I win, you lose. I'm satisfied, but I also made you lose. So now I'm going to have to watch my back because I can't trust that you won't now want your retribution, as you should. Then there's accommodation, which is lose-win. I lose, you win. And just personally speaking, if I lose, you're definitely going to have to watch your back because I'm plotting for my winning comeback because I don't lose. You see how neither of these is sustainable? Because whomever the loser is, they coming for that ass because they lost. Again, as they should. And that brings us to the last way to deal with conflict, avoidance. I personally believe that avoidance is the worst way to deal with conflict because it is a lose-lose. And this is where I'm going to harp because all of these ways are choices. You heard me say it right here. Avoiding conflict is a choice, whether conscious or not. And making that choice guarantees you lose. I get why we avoid, though. I still do it sometimes right now today. The perceived risk is sometimes just too high. Sometimes it just ain't worth it. The choice you face may very well end up with you losing people that you just can't see your life without. That's a real possibility. You might tell your mother that she can't talk to you like that anymore. And she may just stop talking to your ass altogether. The stakes be high. But if that happens, I've learned in this practice of not giving a fuck to say, thank you, God. Because you made a choice for your respect. And she got to make a choice that was true to her as well. To me, being true to you is always winning. Today's practice. Think of one conflict in your life right now, personal or professional, that you are actively avoiding. Ask yourself, What am I afraid would happen if I addressed it? What's the worst that can happen? What am I currently giving up by not addressing it? How do I feel in my body when I think about this? Do not resolve it. Do not rehearse the conversation you need to address it. You are not there yet. Just observe and tell me about it in the comments. I'm going to leave you reminding you that conflict is not a failure of love. It's not a failure of community. It's not a failure of your relationships. It's not a failure at all. It is as natural as the breeze. Thank you for being here for this How to Not Give a Fuck challenge. If you've made it this far, I know you've gotten at least one new insight to take with you. On January 15th, we'll start our next 5-week How to Not Give a Fuck training cohort. Go to bmoraw.com/programs to join us. I'd love to see you there. Tomorrow, I'll see you for our last challenge day when we'll discuss autonomy through the lens of my favorite rawism. It's your life. Sometimes you gotta lose.